be safe from the curse.
He said it would be on her 28th birthday.
What's 28 years when you have eternal love? I have faith. You will save me as I did you. What is it?
Uh-oh. She's coming.
So their plan was for Snow White to go in while she's still pregnant because one body. But it looks like Emma had other plans. She's coming now. Oh, Jesus. The hell is that?
The curse! It's here!
Oh.
I wasn't drunk. There was a wolf standing in the middle of the road.
A wolf. Right.
Gran, Henry's run away again. We have to...
What is she doing here? Do you know where he is?
Lady, I haven't seen him
She's
since I dropped him
in a
your
freaking
house.
jail cell. Where do you think she
Pretty good
could be
alibi. Yeah, well, he wasn't in his room this morning.
Do you try his friends?
He doesn't really have any. He's kind of a loner.
Here's an idea. How about you guys let me out and I'll help you find him? There's a receipt for a website, whoisyourmama.org. It's expensive. He has a credit card?
He's 10.
Well, I used one. Let's pull up a transaction record. Mary Margaret Blanchard. Who's Mary Margaret Blanchard?
Henry's teacher.
This is for them, not us.
Snow White has changed.
They're loyal creatures.
Did you give him your credit card so he can find her?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm his...
The woman who gave him up for adoption.
Clever boy. I should never have given him that book.
What in the hell is this book I keep hearing about?
Just some old stories I gave him. As you well know, Henry is a special boy. So smart, so creative.
And apparently
as
your
you might be
grandson.
aware, lonely.
Have a nice trip back to Boston.
Well, she's very rude.
Sorry to bother you. It's okay. I fear this is partially my fault.
Mother and daughter who looks the same age.
It's like any adopted child. He wrestles with that most basic question they all inevitably face. Why would anyone give me away?
Yeah. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean in any way to judge you.
It's okay.
Look, I gave the book to him because I wanted Henry to have the most important thing anyone can have.
Hope. Believing in even the possibility of a happy ending is a very powerful thing.
You know where he is, don't you?
You might want to check his castle.
I can't have this baby now!
He's ready.
It's too late. We can't move her.
Oh, baby's born.
You have to take her. Take the baby to the wardrobe.
Are you out of your mind?
No, it's the only way. You have to send us through.
No, you don't know what you're saying.
No, I do. We have to believe that she'll come back for us. We have to give her her best chance.
We just got her, and now they have to send her away. It's so sad. They missed her entire life. Well, not entire life, but a good portion of it.
Find us.
So did he die? They kill Prince Charming? She's gone.
I was hoping that when I brought you back, things would change here. That the final battle would begin.
I'm not fighting any battles, kid.
Yes, you are. You're here because it's your destiny. You're gonna bring back the happy endings.
Can you cut it with the book crap?
You don't have to be hostile. I know you like me. I could tell. Just pushing me away because I make you feel guilty. It's okay. I know why you gave me away. You wanted to give me my best chance.
How do you know that?
It's the same reason Snow White gave you away.
Listen to me, kid. I am not in any book. I'm a real person. And I'm no savior. You were right about one thing, though. I wanted you to have your best chance.
Just stay with me for 1 week, that's all I ask. 1 week and you'll see I'm not crazy.
I have to get you back to your mom.
You don't know what it's like with her. My life sucks.
Oh, you want to know what sucking is? Being left abandoned on the side of a freeway. My parents didn't even bother to drop me off at a hospital. I ended up in the foster system, and I had a family until I was 3, but then they had their own kids, so they sent me back. Your mom is trying her best. I know it's hard, and I know sometimes you think she doesn't love you, but at least she wants you.
Your parents didn't leave you on the side of the freeway. That's just where you came through.
What?
The wardrobe. When you went through the wardrobe, you appeared in the street. Your parents are trying to save you from the curse.
Sure they were.
I mean, I don't blame her. It's hard to believe, you know, the fairy tales are true.
Please, please come back to me.
Good try. Why not? It's fairy tale. Usually kisses bring the dead back to life.
Oh, don't worry, dear. In a few moments, you won't remember you knew him, let alone loved him.
Why did you do this?
Because this is my happy ending. The child?
Gone. It was in the wardrobe, and then it was gone. It's nowhere to be found.
Where is she?
She got away. You're going to lose. I know that now. Good will always win.
We'll see about that.
Where are we going?
Somewhere horrible. A place where the only happy ending will be mine.
It didn't seem too happy. Your kid hates you.
I hope there's no misunderstanding here.
I'm sorry?
Don't mistake all this as invitation back into his life. Miss Swan, you made a decision 10 years ago. And in the last decade, while you've been, well, who knows what you've been doing. I've changed every diaper.
What are you implying?
Soothed every fever, endured every tantrum. You may have given birth to him, but he is my son. No, you don't get to speak. You don't get to do anything. You gave up that right when you tossed him away. Do you know what closed adoption is? It's what you asked for. You have no legal right to Henry, and you're going to be held to that. So I suggest you get in your car and you leave this town. Because if you don't, I will destroy you if it is the last thing I do.
Your go-to line, apparently.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Heard it twice now. In the same episode. She didn't have to be so hostile.
Do you love
I
him?
know she's the evil queen.
Excuse me?
Henry. Do you love him?
Of course I love him.
Was she lying? I mean, I don't know if she was lying or not. I don't know, she's looking very evil at him. Does she remember being the evil queen? I don't know. I think maybe she does. John Doe. He's alive. I'm guessing he's in a coma.
I'd like a room. Really? But as rent is due, I'll waive it.
Is that Red Riding Hood?
Emma Swan.
Emma. What a lovely name.
It's Rumple. I'm gonna just say it for short instead of saying his whole name.
It's all here.
Yes, yes, of course it is, dear. Thank you.
Okay.
Enjoy your stay. Emma.
Does he know who she is? They seem a little scared of him. He's bad. I mean,
Gold.
He owns this place.
The inn?
No. The town.
No.
So, how long will you be with us?
A week.
Welcome to Storybrooke.
Okay, so that was the end of the episode. I just fixed my camera. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was so blurry until I was looking at it. So the whole reaction, I'm going to be a little blurry, so I apologize. But I'm going to try and get the facts straight. This is the way I saw them anyway. So if I'm incorrect, you can correct me, but it says only the first episode, so I will get it. You know, it takes time. I watch a lot of shows, and sometimes things get mixed up or I don't remember everything. But, okay, so Henry came to Emma's place, and he said he was her son, who she gave up for adoption 10 years ago, and said that he lived in a place called Storybrooke, Maine, and that everybody who lives there is a fairy tale character from his book that he has, and they're stuck in Storybrooke. Time's frozen, and nobody can leave. Like, if they try to leave, bad things happen. Now, if that's true, then how did he leave? I mean, I guess technically he's not a storybook character because, you know, he was born in this world. Emma brought him back to his home, and his mom, the person who adopted him, is the mayor, who is also the evil queen. Anyway, he doesn't like her. He doesn't like his mom. I don't know what she did that made him not like her. I don't know if it's because of the book that he, like, all of a sudden doesn't like her, or if he's always just disliked her, you know, even before the story. I don't know, because the book, he hasn't always had this book. The teacher, Mary Margaret, who is also Snow White, gave him the book because she thought he needed it because he's lonely and everything. So, and then that begs the question, how did she get the book? Because I don't understand how this book even came to be. You know, like, I don't understand. It doesn't seem like something the evil queen would just have laying around, you know, for people to find. I don't know. But yeah, so the only other fairy tale creatures that we met was Rumpelstiltskin, who is Mr. Gold in Storybrooke. And apparently he owns Storybrooke. So that's quite a thing for him to have. And then we also met the Grandma and Red Riding Hood, it seems. I could be wrong, but it was Granny's bed and breakfast or whatever. And then you had the granddaughter, you know, she's in red, you know, she had like the little red scarf on her head and stuff, so it just seems like Red Riding Hood. And then we also met Henry's therapist, who his name is Archie, I think. I can't remember like what his last name was. But Henry says that he's Jiminy Cricket. So, okay. So Jiminy Cricket used to be a cricket in the fairy tale world, but in this world he's human. So yeah. When I first saw him, though, he kind of reminded me of like the character from like 101 Dalmatians, because he had the Dalmatian, and the way he looked, it was kind of like what that character sort of looked like a little bit. I don't know, it's been a real long time since I watched that cartoon, so I really don't remember, and that's the vibe I got. But then later when he was talking to them, he pulled out an umbrella, or he was holding the umbrella like the whole time, and then it's like, as soon as he like opened it, it's just like, is that Jiminy Cricket? But then I was like, Jiminy Cricket's a cricket. He's human, but apparently he was a cricket and now he's human. So that's interesting transformation. We also saw Geppetto, who says that he doesn't have a child, and we know that, you know, like in the story Pinocchio, Geppetto was given Pinocchio, like he made Pinocchio, and the blue fairy came and made him real for Geppetto. But Pinocchio, you know, there were restrictions, like he couldn't lie. But anyway, I'm not going to get all into that. But apparently in this world, he doesn't have Pinocchio. So that's sad. And that would make sense with the curse, you know, take away everyone's happiness. You know, Pinocchio would be Geppetto's happiness. So obviously they'd be separated. So we also, in the fairy tale world, when Emma was born, Prince Charming took her to the magic tree and put her in there. And then he was killed, I assume, but in this world, he's in a coma, and he doesn't even have a name. He's John Doe. Nobody knows who he is. So that's sad that him and Snow White are separated. But if the evil queen really wanted him to be unhappy, like forever, then why even bring him back at all? Like, wouldn't you think she would keep him dead? Or did she not have any control over what the curse did exactly? I don't know. I just find it strange that he'd be alive after he died. I would think she'd keep him dead. But, yeah, so Mary Margaret obviously does not know who he is. She's, just put some flowers in his room and left. Like, she had, like, didn't really seem to have any kind of connection to him at all. So yeah. So Emma doesn't believe these stories, which perfectly logical to just write them off as a kid's fantasy, because it's what it sounds like. It sounds like a child's fantasy for fairy tales to be real and all that stuff. So, trying to think of anything else that happened, and I mean, I was asking about like how Henry can leave the town, and because when he came back with Emma, when Emma tried to leave, she actually saw a wolf and got in an accident. So is it because she was Snow White? Well, see, then that doesn't make sense, because I was gonna say maybe it's because she's Snow White and Prince Charming's daughter that technically she's in the book. So, you know, now that she's in Storybrooke, she can't leave, or was it something else trying to keep her there? Not particularly the curse itself, you know? I don't know. But if it had anything to do with her just being Snow White and Prince Charming's child, then Henry would be stuck there too, right? Because he's of their blood as well. Because he's Emma's son. So, I don't know. But I'm interested to find out more. Sorry I rambled a lot. I just want to make sure that I understand what's going on at this point in time. I also wonder if the evil queen, or what's her name? What's her character's name in Storybrooke besides Mayor? I don't remember what her name is. No. Did they say her name? I think. I don't remember her name. But I'll get it in the next episode, I'm sure. I'm gonna watch it next, actually. I'm binging the show. But yeah, I just wonder if she knows that everybody's a fairy tale creature. Like, does she retain the knowledge of the fairy tale world? Because it kind of looked like maybe she did. Like, the way she was, like, clutching the book, and then the way she was, like, smirking in the mirror. I kind of think she does. But I don't know. And I also, Mr. Gold, the way he just kept saying Emma's name makes me think that he knows who she is, you know? But he shouldn't, right? Because nobody should be able to know except for the queen. because it was her curse, right? I mean, he knew about the curse in the fairy tale world. He told Snow White and Prince Charming all about it. And he said all of us, which includes him. So, I don't know. But he definitely looks better in this world than he did in the fairy tale world. He was very creepy in the fairy tale world. But yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, I really enjoyed the episode. I can't wait to see more. But I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.